chapter 1, verse 6. And there the centurion found a ship of Alexandria.
Acts the first chapter, the 6th verse. That's 1 and 6. So when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Mashiach, Thaahwam, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? What they asked him. So that's why you can go up to Matthew 27 and 3. Jesus is saying what he's saying. Read that.
Matthew 27, verse 3. Then Judas, which had betrayed him, when he saw that he was condemned, repented himself, and brought again the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, I have sinned, in that I have betrayed the innocent blood. And they said, what is this thou to us?
What they got to do with us? He's repenting, he's sorry that he did it. When he see that Mashiach is going to be put to death. And they said, what is that to us? Read.
See thou to that.
Say, see thou to that. Go ahead.
And he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple, and departed, and went and hanged himself.
So he cast down pieces of silver in front of them and went and hanged himself. Read.
And the chief priest took the silver pieces and said, it is not lawful for to put them into the treasury, because it is the price of blood.
He says it's not lawful for us to take this money that we paid out to have a Mashiach put to death, to put it in the treasury. Go ahead.
And they took counsel and bought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in.
See? They bought potter's field to bury strangers. That's what we read about in Zechariah. Go ahead.
Wherefore that field was called the field of blood unto this day.
That field was called the field of blood unto this day. Come on.
Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet, saying, and they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him that was valued, whom they of the children of Israel did value.
See? They took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him that was valued, whom they of the children of Israel did value. Read.
And gave them for the potter's field as a Mashiach appointed me.
See? So when you look at what it said, we read in Zechariah 11 and 12, read that again. Because there's so many people that don't know Mashiach in the volume of the book. You got to bring it to read.
Zechariah 11, verse 12. And I said unto them, if ye think good, give me my price. And if not, forbear. So they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver.
They weighed for his price 30 pieces of silver. Read.
And the Most High said unto me, cast it unto the potter, a goodly price that I was priced at of them. And I took the 30 pieces of silver and cast them to the potter in the house of the Most High.
So that's what was prophesied and we just read about and happened. Took those 30 pieces of silver and brought it. I must reiterate how that was the price of what? A man's slave or a woman's slave. See what I'm saying? That's how insignificant they thought of Mashiach Thaahwam. Read verse 28, Exodus 21:28.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 28. If an ox bore a man or a woman that they die, then the ox shall be surely stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten. But the owner of the ox shall be quit.
Right. Read. That's if it happened without this happening already, read.
But if the ox were wont to push with his horn. In time past,
This ox is known to gore people, try and kill people. Read.
and it had been testified to his owner.
That owner knew about it. We're not talking about no master servant or no maid servant, but this ox was doing it to. Read.
And he had not kept him in,
He didn't keep him in so he couldn't gore anybody or try and use his horn and try and kill somebody. Read.
but that he had killed a man or a woman. The ox shall be stoned, and his owner also shall be put to death.
Ox and the owner will be put to death. He already knew this ox was dangerous. Didn't keep him away from everyone. Keep him in, fence him in so he couldn't get to no one. Put a sign up there, ox is dangerous. Don't come near this ox. He will kill you. Now he's coming. But he knew already, and this ox killed somebody, and both of them were put to death. Verse 33.
Exodus 21, verse 33. And if a man shall open a pit, or if a man shall dig a pit, and not cover it, and an ox or an ass fall therein.
So he dug a pit, a hole in the ground, but he ain't covered so you can walk over, and an ox or an ass fall in it. Read.
The owner of the pit shall make it good, and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his.
Right. So, you got to pay for it. You got to put out some money for it. Read.
Verse 35. And if one man's ox hurt another's, that he die,
So they fight. And one ox killed another one. Read.
then they shall sell the live ox and divide the money of it.
So if they get to fighting, and one ox killed another ox, then you're going to sell the one that lived and split the money. Divide the money. Even. Read.
And the dead ox also they shall divide.
Right. The dead ox, they're going to divide too. Half and half. Equal. Read.
Or if it be known that the ox had used to push in time past,
So, again, it's known that this ox used to try and push up on. First, we were dealing with man and woman. Man servant and women's servants. Now it's dealing with this ox. It's known to push against other oxes. Read.
and his owner hath not kept him in,
He didn't keep him in. Read.
he shall surely pay ox for ox,
He shall surely pay ox for ox. Read.
and the dead shall be his own.
The dead ox shall be his own. He shall own it. Go to Exodus 22 and 5.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 5. If a man shall cause a field or a vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution.
Right. Before you take your it said, if a man shall call a field or a vineyard to be eaten, you go in another man's vineyard, you're going to put your beast in there to eat too? This is another man's field, vineyard. And you're going to have to make restitution. Pay restitution that will be for what you have eaten up. Not only yourself, you let your beast go in there and just eat it all at once. Then it's not yours. The best of this man's vineyard, the best grapes, the best fruit, or vegetables, whatever you have, right?
We didn't have a little grace back then.
Right. So like you did have some that was this big, you had some that was this big, you see what I'm saying? But you're going to go and eat the best of the man's vineyard and have your beast eating of the best of the man's vineyard. So you're going to get restitution. You got to make restitution. You got to pay. Leviticus 19 and 19.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 19. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
So it says we are supposed to let our animals, breed with different kinds of animals. See that? So, somebody breed a horse with a donkey to make what? A mule. What's the law says?
Ye shall keep my statutes.
No. Read what it says. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
Right. You're supposed to let the animal breed with any other animal that's not itself. Horse with a horse, donkey with a donkey, ox with an ox. This confusion, read.
Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed.
Hold up now. What about a nectarine? A nectarine is what? A peach and a plum. And he went to the laboratory and come with all these different Monsanto's is doing a hell of a job just changing things up. The structure that the Most High made, food, just like seedless watermelons and all that, seedless grapes. If you didn't have those green grapes, because they have fruit that have seeds in it, so it can produce itself. Now, it's like, you don't know what you eat. You don't taste, I know that watermelon don't taste the same. You get a watermelon that have seeds in it, compared to the ones that don't. The ones that don't, it's not dry, kind of like, it's not juicy. It's not like juicy.
Yeah.
The watermelon that have seeds in it, it's all there, it's not there. So they making it so that you have to get the seeds from them. Pretty soon, nothing will introduce itself unless you have seeds. And I say, okay, you gotta buy the seeds from them, else you have the law. So you have your own seeds. If it's not from them, Monsanto. So they're giving you what they want to give you. And they don't want to breed it. They done put everything together.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 19. And neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee.
See? Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee. So it's not, you're not supposed to have, as much as possible, mixing different materials, like woolen and mixing different materials together. That's what it's talking about. You're not supposed to mix like wool and linen together. And that's what we're doing. That's these are the things that you look at our materials. That's why we have to ask the Most High for forgiveness. Because we don't have our own textile mills. We don't grow our own cotton. So it says 100% cotton. Can you guarantee that it's 100% cotton with Esau? He put polyester. He put polyester in everything. He ain't gonna tell you, but that's what he does. That's part of his makeup. Why? Because it's against the law. So he's gonna do things that's against the law, so that, see, you can look at it however you want to look at it, but his whole objective is to do things that will be detrimental to who? Us, to Israel. See? It doesn't matter about, we of Negro, Indian, Latino descent. The 12 tribes of Israel. That's why he knows this. Look at, go to Ezekiel. And we can't go here enough to us realizing what they know. Ezekiel 39 and 23. So when you look at all the things that we say, okay, this is right, we look at what's right according to the laws of the Most High. And we see in our world that there's different because they're doing contrary to what's right according to the Most High's laws, right? And then they tell you in the church you're not under the law, but you're under mercy and grace. And then they teach you a Gentile, the laws only given to Israel, and the mercy and grace only given to the children of 12 tribes of Israel, who we are. But the heathen, these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, they know this. What do they know? Read that.
Ezekiel 39, verse 23.
They know this, read.
And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
So they know that we were in the captivity, slavery, and bondage for breaking the laws of the Most High. That's why we're not going over these laws, looking at these laws to become Pharisees. You see, because we got to have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. Because with that comes the grace and the mercy. From him dying for the children of Israel on the tree for our sins. But the heathen, these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, they know that the house of Israel went into captivity for our iniquity. They know this. So what you say, they gonna show you how to follow the Most High? They want you to remain in this oppressive state of captivity that they have us in. Read.
Because they trespassed against me.
Because we broke the Most High's laws. We trespassed against him, read.
Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword.
See? We trespassed the laws of the Most High. He told us, if you don't follow my laws, I'm going to give you to a no people and a foolish nation. I'm going to give you to the most wicked in all the world. That's what it tells us. The worst of the heathen. That's what we have now. The worst of the heathen. Read.
Verse 24. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them.
Right. So these other nations know this. That's why you see, when you understand Psalm the 83rd chapter, these nations are diabolical plan to take the name of Israel out of remembrance, out of our minds, so we wouldn't know who we are. That's why we couldn't learn to read. That's why they came and they turned their back. When they first came here in 1492, they turned their back and they read the Bible to the indigenous ones that was here on the land of North, Central, and South America. Missionaries invited us on the ships and sent us over to overseas and sold us from that point to their peers over there. It started in 1492. When they first came here and emptied out the ships, and then they put us on the ships. Hey, we're going to have a party. We're going to have a good time. That's what they're going to do on this time, these times. Famine, a lot of tribulation. All they got to do is get us on the bus and say, hey, we got food. We're having a good time. Come on with us. And lead them right to the concentration camps. Real simple. It ain't hard. This ain't hard to figure out. This has already been done. It's already been done. Go to Jude 5. It's very important that you see this because without knowing what's already written, knowing the things the elite know, it's just the average person don't know to be able to put this together to realize the things we have to do and the things that are working against us for not knowing. Judas, the 5th chapter. Why would the Protestants take this out of the Bible? Why would they take this out of the Bible? The Apocrypha, the 14 books It's in the original King James 6:11 Bible. So we're looking at Judas, the 5th chapter. Start at verse 17.
Judah chapter 5 in the Apocrypha, verse 17. And whilst they sin not before their Most High.
See, we sin not before the Most High, meaning we didn't transgress his laws, as we're reading, we learn and read.
They prosper.
So now, look, if we don't sin against the Most High, what's going to happen? What happened?
Prosper.
They prosper. They prosper. Read.
Because the Most High that hated iniquity.
So the Most High that hated wickedness, hate us to sin against him, hate us to break his laws, statutes, commandments. Read.
Was with them.
Was with them. So now hold that. Get Deuteronomy 28:1 and 2. Just hold that right there. It says, and when they sin not before their power, they prosper. So people wonder why, how is it that you're not seeing the prosperity that you want? Because you sinned against the Most High. What did he tell us? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day.
Right. That's why we're going over these commandments. Looking at certain commandments, going through these commandments. If we follow these commandments, we don't break his commandments, we don't trespass his commandments. He already told us here. When we sin not before the Most High, they prosper. We prosper. Read.
That the Most High thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
That's right. So we're not going to be set on high above all nations of the earth if we don't come back to his laws, statutes, commandments. Because he's not a man he should lie. He's telling us the truth. He just say, follow me, and I'm going to set you above all nations of the earth. Read.
And all these blessings shall come on thee, and overtake thee, and thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
Right, so he said all these blessings will come upon us and overtake us if we listen and follow his laws, statutes, commandments. Joshua 1:8. And when they sin not before their power, in Judah 5:17, they prosper. Joshua 1:8.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous,